Hi friends. Hi or not Instagram. I guess I'm on Facebook, but I was just on Instagram talking inviting people over. So, hello. It's a Friday night. I'm going to go ahead and check here to make sure that my feed is going and that I can hear myself, because I want to make sure that I can hear myself too. Let's see here. Am I live? I'm live. Yay. Yep. And I can hear myself. Perfect. And I'm going to turn down my light. I got a little light here to kind of help with, so you guys could see me a little bit better. So let's see here. I hope you are having a fantastic Friday night. I know that most people are going to see this on a replay. So if you are new to me and you are watching live, please say hello, leave an emoji, click the thumbs up button, click the little heart button. Any likes helps, gets this video seen more. And also, if you are a replay, please do write in the comments down below that you are a replay. And then that way I know who's watched. And of course, if you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, you can also send me a message and let me know as well. So today the topic is going to be about sunscreens and also how to treat a sunburn. We know that it's summertime. It's hot. The days are over 90. The humidity has been really okay these past few days. The humidity here in Ohio hasn't been that bad, really. But, then again, in the Midwest, you never know. Wait 10 minutes and the weather changes. So, I know that when I was in Las Vegas, the temperature was like 110, 112, but the humidity level was so low. It was only like 10% humidity out in Las Vegas. But here, the humidity level is about 60, 70% and even higher on some days. So it's just kind of crazy. Well, I'm going to give it a minute here before I really get into the nitty gritty of things, and let a couple people hop on here. But I really want to talk about how to take care of your skin when you get sunburn, because I have been scrolling on my news feed, and while many of us are enjoying our time at the pool or at the beach, unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of posts about people getting sunburn, and it makes me sad. It totally makes me sad to see people getting all red and burnt, and some people are getting second-degree burns from the sun. And in worst cases, I haven't seen any yet this year, but I know for sure there are people getting third-degree burns from being in the sun. In fact, I just read an article of this poor child had to go to the hospital because of burns all over their skin. And it wasn't because of a sunburn per se. It was because of they got hosed down with water from the yard, and it had been sitting in the sun for hours. And then, their parent thought, oh, I'm going to cool them down. And next thing you know it, they're spraying them with hot water. And that is just, it breaks my heart to see that kind of stuff, right? Because you don't want little ones, getting harmed, whether it's in the sun or the water or anything like that. So, you just really want to, protect them. But how do we protect ourselves? So a couple of things that you can do and how, okay, let's start here. First things first, wear your sunscreen. Obviously, we know this. Some people are very fair-skinned, so I typically recommend that somebody who's really fair-skinned, where I would say reapply your sunscreen every 45 minutes to an hour. If you're super fair-skinned, the reason is because your skin, it doesn't have any melanin to it, so it has no color to it, and basically you're just going to be red. So you really, really want to protect your skin. The other thing is that if you go into water, make sure that the sunscreen that you're using is water resistant. It is a myth about waterproof sunscreen. There is no such thing. There is no waterproof sunscreen. If it says waterproof, don't believe it because it's just marketing. I'm telling you right now, there is no waterproof sunscreen. It is water resistant. And oftentimes the water resistant, it lasts about 80 minutes of water time. Okay. So, we're talking roughly just under an hour and a half before you need to reapply. Typically, when you're at the pool and you're using a water-resistant sunscreen, you'll want to reapply once you've come out of the water. One, because you've toweled off. Oftentimes, people will towel off, and so you're removing a lot of that sunscreen. You've been in chlorinated water, which will also remove some of that sunscreen. So you want to make sure that you reapply that sunscreen. This is where some people get in trouble because when they come out of the water, they're drying off, sitting in the sun, thinking, I've already put sunscreen on. 2-3 hours goes by, their skin is reddening and they don't even know it. Okay. So let's go ahead and fast forward to when you're at home. Your skin is red. It hurts. Your face is red. It hurts. There are a couple of natural remedies that I like to suggest to those who have had sunburns. So the first thing that I would suggest, if at all possible, is to get some pure aloe. We're talking pure aloe is going to be clear. It's not going to be green because that is a colored aloe. That means they're adding colors to it. So it's not going to be green. It's going to be a clear aloe. Pure aloe. You can get aloe leaves at the grocery store. Here in Ohio, we have Kroger. So at Kroger, you can get aloe leaves at Kroger. I believe Whole Foods may have it. I mean, they're pretty natural, so I would imagine that that they have it as well. So I would suggest definitely, having some of that on hand, or you can have your own aloe plant at home and you can just, cut off leaves as you need. The second thing is going to be, if you are going to get pure aloe and you're not going to use a leaf, then I would suggest having either going to a natural store like Whole Foods, or here in Ohio, we have a store called Health Foods Unlimited, and that particular store has a lot of natural stuff. I really, really, really like to go the natural way of doing things versus using a lot of chemicals. This is why I'm a huge fan of mineral sunscreens, because they are more natural. Granted, you still have some chemicals because of the way things are, and really, water is a chemical, water, if you think about it. So, natural is kind of loosely used, okay? But so aloe is going to be the most gentle, and you're just going to apply the aloe as much as possible. Please do not try some of these remedies that I have seen on Facebook. I have recently seen somebody putting shaving cream on a burnt skin. We're talking really, really bad sunburn. Putting shaving cream across her back and then posting it and how it helped relieve it. Well, yes, it's going to help cool it because it has menthol in it. Okay. But you have all the other things that are in that shaving cream. You have the alcohol in there. You do have the menthol in there, but all those types of things are really going to you're going to end up with more harm than not. And remember, just because it worked for some random lady on Facebook doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. Okay? Just keep that in mind. It may not necessarily work for you. Same thing goes with any particular skincare product. Just because it works for someone else doesn't necessarily mean it will work for you. So you really need to find something that works for you. And this is why I usually recommend aloe, unless you have an allergy to aloe. You know, you probably shouldn't use aloe if you have an allergy to it. But if you don't, then I highly suggest getting the aloe leaf or the aloe spray. And a lot of times, like I said, it's going to be clear. It's not going to be colored. You want it to say pure aloe. So when you look on the back of I want to use my sunscreen since I have it here. When you look on the back of the bottle, you're going to want to read the ingredients, and it's really going to have very few ingredients, and then aloe is going to be one of the main ingredients, okay? The other thing, if you want to do a home remedy, and this is something that I've always suggested, because there's a lot of DIY people out there, do-it-yourself, DIY people. Not DIY. I don't even know where to get that. But do-it-yourself people that want to not necessarily go out and buy something, but they want to do something. So what I would suggest, and I have personally done this myself, is that you can mix crushed oatmeal oats and do equal parts of oatmeal oats and water. You mix it into a paste, and it needs to be into a paste, okay? So you don't want it really liquidy. You want it a paste. You do equal parts of oatmeal oats, crushed oatmeal oats, and water. When you make that into a paste, you apply it to the area that has been irritated. So usually it's the chest, the arms, the face. You leave it on there for about 10 to 20 minutes. Let it harden. Wash it off with cool water, okay, very gently. Wash it off, and then you can reapply as many times as you want. What it's going to do, it's going to help bring down that inflammation. Oatmeal is very healing. It's very moisturizing, and you're going to bring down that redness. Now, you may not be totally back to normal the next day, but that redness will definitely have dissipated. I have suggested this to many of my friends, my clients, and they have told me how much it has worked. It is a quick solution, especially if you can't get out and get some, you're not in a position to go get some aloe or anything like that. That is one of my quick solutions to do. You can use cool packs, cool ice packs. Make sure you wrap them really well in like a towel, because you don't want that straight on your skin, okay? So those are some tips on how to treat your skin when you have a sunburn. The other thing is that you want to make sure that you are hydrating your skin. All right, so you're going to want to make sure that you're moisturizing and that you're keeping your skin hydrated, because what happens is that when your skin has had that kind of trauma, you will get that dryness and you'll lose that moisture. And this is why you need to hydrate. The more that you hydrate, it will do you a lot better when it comes to if you end up peeling. If you end up peeling, my big no-no is do not pick at it. Do not actually peel your skin. Do not exfoliate your skin. You want to let your skin naturally peel, and then it will reveal that newer skin, renewed skin. Okay, so be very, very careful. You don't want to do damage to your skin. You want to make sure that you are hydrating your skin, drinking lots of water, moisturizing very well, often. Putting that sunscreen on. I wouldn't recommend going out in the sun after a sunburn if at all possible. But I know I've talked about this sunscreen before. This is a mineral sunscreen. It's a spray sunscreen. But I really want to point something out about this one, because I know a couple people that have purchased this one, and I have made sure to tell people about this particular sunscreen and water. So this is a sunscreen that I retail. It's by Image Skincare. It is a pure mineral sunscreen spray. All right, and it has it is 15% zinc oxide. So this is going to be a zinc-based sunscreen. So it's a non-chemical sunscreen. All right, and so it is a 30+. It's a broad spectrum, UVA, UVB, which is absolutely what you want to look for when you're doing a sunscreen, okay? So let me see if I can kind of show you that. See that? Here's the big thing with this. Does not say it's water resistant, okay? Does not say water resistant at all. So this one would not be an ideal sunscreen to wear when you're at the pool, at the beach. This is going to be something, if you're not going to be in the water and you're just sitting there watching your child's soccer game or baseball game and you're just sitting there, that's a great one to use because you're not really, sweating in and out of water, that kind of stuff. If you're going to be in and out of water, what I would highly suggest as a mineral sunscreen is it's a brand called, and I've talked about this before, it's Garden Goddess. And they have a variety. They have children's, they have babies, they have obviously their normal solutions, and you can get that at like Target, you can get it at Whole Foods. They have a water resistant one. I personally wore that one when I was in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, 110 degrees. I was in and out of the water, did not get sunburn. Okay. It was really, really good. So that would be another natural one that I would suggest. The other one that I typically recommend are also Pacifica is a really great natural mineral sunscreen. They have a whole bunch of different ones. Pacifica does. Kula sunscreen is also a mineral sunscreen. That is a really great one to do. So recapping, if you are going to be in the sun, please, please, please wear your sunscreen. Wear a wide brim hat. Protect your face. Protect your skin because it's the only skin that you have for a lifetime and you really, really want to protect it. And it's one of the best ways to protect ourselves from skin cancer. And I just really hope that everybody has an amazing summer. And if you do get sunburn, you have some tips now after this video to kind of help you with those, how to heal those sunburns. And of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Send me a message on Facebook, send me an email, leave me a comment here in this video. But absolutely, just be safe in the sun and hopefully you don't get sunburn after these tips. I hope you have a great Friday night. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And I will be back live on Fridays at 9 p.m. I will be here next week, and I haven't posted what the topic is going to be yet, but I'm sure it'll be a good one. So have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.